Hello, my name is Tanya. I'm a graphic designer from Russia. I live in the middle of a forest. And on this channel, I mostly fail at things. One of the things that I'm failing at is this project right here, but that I'm going to talk about. But first, let's start from the beginning. A couple of weeks ago, I started a summer restart thing. I wanted to restart certain things about my life. I wanted to get up early and do all the things, do all the good things, do none of the bad things, be super productive. As you might imagine, none of that happened. I failed at day 3, and that's what happens when the success of the whole enterprise hinges on the one thing that you're least likely to do. For me, that's get up early. If I do get up early, everything gets done. If I don't, nothing gets done. Anyway, I haven't been feeling great about this whole thing because I have announced to the internet that I'm doing this thing, and now I'm not doing this thing. Even though objectively I have been doing stuff, but my health wasn't very good, and I was even getting behind at work, which usually doesn't happen. So I wasn't feeling that great. And this week in Russia we have another long weekend, and I've decided that I'm going to take a break and allow myself to do anything I want. So the first day off, I spent the whole day sewing. I made a good progress on the green quilt and some progress on the chaos quilt. It's a little bit early to show off, but the progress is being made. And because I was busy with my hands, I had a lot of time to think, and as you do, I thought a lot about failing, because that's what I do most of the time. So this shed that I'm standing in right now is one of my biggest failures, because I really want to make this shed into a sewing room, and I wanted to do it for months, and I haven't started until yesterday. And because I had time to think, I was analyzing, well, what went wrong? Why am I not doing the thing that I really want to do? It's not like a portfolio. My portfolio is something that I should do, but I have no desire to do it, and I need to be very honest with myself about this fact. But this project is something that I really want to do, but it's scary. Why? A couple of things went wrong. First of all, I really wanted this shed to become a perfect sewing room. I had an ideal version in my head that didn't quite correspond with the reality. I wanted to have a working area. I wanted to have a desk by the window. I wanted to have an armchair and a wood-burning stove. But this space is very, very small. So I couldn't figure out how it's going to happen, and if it's going to happen, do I have the funds, all of that. I've never done a project like this before. It's difficult, it's intimidating, and if I want it to look good, I need to work hard, and I need to make sure that I do all the right things. Perfectionism ruins all the things, and I was just feeling like I cannot let myself down. I need to make sure that I do the best work I can while I have no experience in doing these kinds of things. So things are going to go wrong. It's not a question. It's just an expectation that I should have. And so a lot of questions, and that's intimidating in itself. The second thing is that I have very high standards when it comes to videos of renovation projects, because I watch a lot of them, and that's my favorite form of entertainment. So I know how they should be filmed, I know how they should look, but they are made by people, for the most part, who have made the whole thing their job. They don't do anything else. They do renovations and they film them. And I don't have this luxury. And most importantly, I don't have the experience that goes into that, because nobody begins with the perfect visuals. So yes, that's the second thing that was really intimidating and overwhelming, and that's what was stopping me from starting this project. Yesterday I've managed to start this project, however badly. How did I do this? First of all, I really need a crafting space, because as many of you may know, crafting requires a lot of storage, because we need materials, and materials take a lot of space, and I like the idea of minimalism. I don't have a lot of stuff, but I do kind of have a lot of stuff, and I would like to keep it organized and to give things their place. And I also want to free up the space in my bedroom, which is also my office, so I don't want this room to be also a craft room, which it currently is. But I really need this space, even if it's just going to be for storage. I had to let go of the expectation that this space is going to be a four-season cabin, that I'm going to have a wood burner in here, that everything's going to be great, and I'm going to insulate the walls and make it all perfect. I had to let it go and think I just need a clean, organized storage space that could be used as a workroom if I can. Next thing is that I plan to move out. Next year I'm going to be looking for properties somewhere in the area. I want something cheap. I want something that I can kind of renovate to the best of my abilities, and that's a plan. I'm not going to move out next year, but I'm going to start looking for properties next year. So I'm only going to use this place, in best case scenario, for a couple years. So it's temporary. So I can do it badly if I want. And I want it to be nice because I'm going to use it. But even if I never move out of this from this property, and this becomes my permanent forever craft room, I'm going to change, my skills are going to change, and I'm definitely going to want to change things up. So even if this becomes my permanent sewing room, this setup that I'm going to create right now is not going to be permanent, most likely. So it's not important if I screw up in a couple places. Another thing is, I think that it's silly of me to expect that my first big building project is going to be any good. Maybe it's going to be nice, but it probably won't be. So I need to just let go of this expectation as well. I'm going to make mistakes, it's going to be a bit crooked, but I'm going to learn a lot from this thing. If I start it, if I finish it, it's going to be better to do it badly than not to start at all. When I thought about the difficulties of filming a renovation project, because that's what I want to do, I want to be a renovation channel one day, but it's difficult and it requires skill, and filming makes everything harder. So I've decided that if filming means that I'm not going to start on this project, then I'm not going to film. And it lifted all the weight off my shoulders. I understand that that's a missed opportunity, because yesterday when I was cleaning the space, I realized how cool it would look, but I did the work. That's what matters. So that was my solution to the filming problem. I don't have to show anybody my bad filming if I don't film. So yesterday I made a decision that today is going to be the day when I start the project that I was going to start for a long time. And I took a couple hours out of my day. I came here, I recorded the before. I'm going to show it to you right now. After that, I went around, I removed all the nails and screws, I took everything that was on the walls, I have taken out the trash, I took all the things that I thought might be useful and I took them into storage, to the attic, somewhere else. And the few things that are left here are this stovetop gas bottle, because they are hard to remove and I'm a bit scared, so I'm going to ask for help with that. I have an armchair and a little stool, and I have this desk. I'm going to remove the desk. I'm going to reupholster the armchair. I'm going to give this place a layer of paint probably, and I really want to change the floors. So everything is going to be taken out. But now, especially considering that I don't have to film, I can just find 30 minutes, do a little bit of tinkering and leave, and I don't have to worry about this being a whole big thing that I need to document for myself. This way things are going to get done and I'm going to feel better about myself, and maybe I'll start doing things. I'll start finishing things. I'm not sure if I'm going to be filming a lot of things in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and document the process of renovating this space. If I do, I'll show it. If I don't, so be it. Thought of the week. If you really want to do something, consider doing it badly right now. That's all for this week. I'll see you next time with something else.